Hello and welcome to round 4 of the Fortescue Premier Grade competition. The Joondalup brothers taking on the students from UWA. We are underway. My name is Mick Collis. Joining me in commentary is former Western Force hooker Heath Testman. And neither of these sides have tasted victory this season. For one of them, it's going to happen today.
Yes, exciting afternoon. Hello to everyone. Thank you for tuning in. As we mentioned then, Joondalup UWA both sitting 10th and 11th, searching for an elusive first win. Who will pick it up this afternoon?
So it's a big start. Siwali Vaka, it is, with that first big run for his home side. We'll pick up some players for you as the match progresses. Getting away a little bit ahead of schedule, catching us all a little bit unawares, but it is Joondalup running left to right on your screen in their traditional hooped jerseys.
That's just like you mentioned, Mick. They're both these teams searching for that first win, both chomping at the bit. Couldn't stop them. They just wanted to get out on the pitch and get underway.
So Ngatai, plenty of size in both teams. Ngatai again. Kinney been around for a fair while on the scene. Been very good, as has this man Barker. So Joondalup just camped on their 2-metre line. Uni's defence has been pretty good in the opening stages of this game. It's going to be picked up by Macaulay, halfback for Uni, and test that breeze very strong. Going away from our cameras across to the clubhouse side of this ground. Nice return by Grant Innes there for brothers. So Ngatai again, Ford Hemi. Talk about players that have been around for a long time. I'm not sure how many games he's got under his belt, but it'll be quite a few. I don't know, Tess, you've always got a soft spot for men in the number 2.
Oh, absolutely. I love a happy hooker out there in Ford Hemi, leading them around the park as well. Former West Scarborough captain, but he was a junior up here at Joondalup. He spent the last couple of years back up here at home. Plenty of time in and out of the Force squad as well this previous year, is well deserved. And he's going to be marching down the field, getting his hands on the ball for the first line out of the game. Plenty of rugby straight up as well, Mick. Both teams really just looking to attack. Joondalup not looking to use that breeze really at all. But UWA more than up to the task, handling anything this brothers team has thrown at them.
So brothers with the first line out of the afternoon. It's been well stolen there. Jack Wickham it was, flying high for the students. So they get their first chance with hands on ball and they go straight to Reggie Churchwood. Been such a dominant player in the Fortescue Premier Grade competition. They'll be looking for a big one for him this afternoon as University try to register their first win, as do Joondalup. Referee playing advantage. So the students, the Andersons in centres. So this is a nice breakout from the students. Mackenzie Walters with the chip over the top. How's the bounce? Is it good? Varka back to clean up, does well. Oscar Anderson goes high and the penalty comes. But Tess, a nice show of intent there from the students.
Absolutely, and just creating an opportunity there nice and early from UWA. The students chancing their hand. Great little bounce out there from Oscar Anderson. A little bit of vision there from Mackenzie Walters too. Had one chance to attack and they've really made a good go over there, the students, this afternoon. As Ngatai searching for touch, and just there, as you touched on before, Mick, that breeze just holding the ball up.
So Macaulay to Highland. Macaulay again, Churchwood. Soaks up so much energy from the defensive side. Bungard. Anderson's again. Thomas to Oscar. This is Wickham. They go the short side. He intercepted there. Innes, I think it might have been, got his mitt on it. Alex Malawatu sends that ball into touch.
Oh, big play over there on the far side it was by Grant Innes. 3 or 4 UWA players coming down that wide channel. It's an all or nothing play, and he came away with the goods there, the interception, earning his team a brief reprieve. Sheed again just gets the hand up. Keaton Kawana outside him.
So again, Wickham wins the line out well for Uni. Students just outside the 22. Thomas Anderson takes the tackle.
So you were fine, there was no roll by 12.
Macaulay again, short ball to Highland. He's been good in the early stages, the front rower, getting through some work. Macaulay, the box kick chase coming from Kawana, but it taken cleanly by Ngatai. Read it well, and he plays on quickly. Ngatai runs straight into Oscar Anderson.
I think he wishes he let that one
It didn't exactly go to plan. And this time they find touch.
Time off, please. Just play it down in the back, please.
So referee just calling time off. It's been a pretty frantic start here this afternoon, Test.
It certainly has, Mick. But it really looks like UWA, they've been the more structured of the two in their attack. A little bit sharper with the ball in hand.
Okay.
Joondalup this afternoon, they've been very willing as well. Just weren't able to create too much of a dent outside some of their bigger runners like Sueli Vaka. That last player that kicked that ball into touch, Ryan McGlide, I'm sure they'd love to be getting the ball into his hand just a little bit more, but I feel like the students, they've just got the upper hand right now, just that little bit of momentum. It'll be interesting to see how they look to attack this Joondalup brothers team here, just outside the 22. That wind feels like it's starting to swing around a little bit as well, just to favour this students team as well, Mick.
So back live, and it is O'Hearn with the throw. Well won there by Bronland. Hasn't found a new barber since last year.
I think unfortunately his clippers ran out of power in the middle of his haircut.
O'Hearn back. So this is Usthausen. There's 2 number 23s out there for University this afternoon, which might be confusing some of the parents watching at home. As Uni continue to push that short side. Mitchell. Macaulay, a little bit of a snipe from the halfback. Referee playing advantage. They pick and go. University with some momentum. 5 metres away, Macaulay again. Collier, long ball across to Anderson. Runs back into traffic. Brought down 5 away. Great chance for the students. Wickham. Nice long ball out to the fullback. This could be Vari. Turns it back inside. And I think it might be Mackenzie Walters may have come up with it. In fact, Kawana. We'll pick it up on the replay. Nice sustained pressure from the students. And it was Kawana. Keaton Kawana. Nice work there by Calvin Vari. All started from a terrific pass. Harry Collier read it well, saw the space. Jordan McKenty Walters, and it's not a university side without having a fullback with a double-barreled surname. And he offloaded neatly to Vari, and great to see Keaton Kawana coming off his wing, looking for a little bit of work and rewarded with a try. Early stages of this first term.
It was that man as well, Harry Collier, that you mentioned there, Mick. You could see the play. It was to go around the corner again. They were meant to come this short side, but the overcall, he saw the space. He saw that Joondalup had overloaded. Took it when it was presented.
And off the post, and a cheerio to Mark Bell, who insists that in 99% of games the ball will hit the post. So he's got himself sorted out there, the father of Angus Bell, who's been enjoying some fairly good form over the past couple of seasons for the Wallabies and the Waratahs. So a cheer out to Mark Bell and to Angus.
Yeah.
I know they do enjoy tuning in to watch the Fortescue Premier Grade competition. And of course, it is all brought to us by Fortescue, major partner and naming rights partner of Rugby WA. So Varka winds up, runs into Bronland, and also Wickham. And the intercept, Anderson away. No, he's not. Anderson comes back. He thought he was in the clear. Try and pick up.
Oh, this is going to be great on the replay, Mick. He looked like he timed it to perfection. We'll see it here on the top side. Oh, I think he's got it right there, referee Jack McClanagan. That's why he's got a whistle in his hand. We've got just a lowly microphone over here, Mick.
Thought he was away. Oscar Anderson saw it coming, saw it from a mile away. Read it well, but possibly broke. Like Lockie Kennedy in the final of the 200 at the Australian Championships. Just got off the mark a little bit too quickly. So Joondalup though, here they go again. Nice short ball to Kinney. Jaden Kinney, back to Varka. Offloading. Louder, I think that might be the replacement player who's come on. Joondalup applying pressure, so close, but the penalty's coming.
Oh, and it was. Well, it wasn't a penalty originally, Mick. It was just a little knock onto the back. A little bit of frustration coming out there from the Joondalup brothers players. It turns into a full arm penalty. Gives UWA, the students, the chance to get out of their end, but what a reply there. And a great little bit of slide there in the midfield. Jaden Kinney just attacking that little fringe of the defensive line, finding that space. So Eli Varka backing up as he has been doing all day. If he hasn't been first receiver, he's just about been there every time.
Got a tremendous work rate, the big number 8 for the brothers. They go to the back. It's going to be picked up by Ford Hemi. Hemi only knows one way to go. Chance here for Joondalup again. This is Romano. Walker at halfback. Offloads. Little short ball. Kinney off the hip. Varka the decoy. And the referee awards the penalty to brothers directly in front of the posts. Points test. Tap and go. Scrum. What's your tip?
Oh, scrum would be exciting. We haven't seen it this afternoon. Speaking of exciting as well, the blindside flanker, Dylan Bolger there, stepping into first receiver. Bouncing out across the park. Looking like a young Bernie Larkham there, just gliding across the field. Ball playing there with his 12, Jaden Kinney. As you mentioned it though, they've gone. They've made their decision. Looking to get points, looking to get some points on the board.
Maddox Manawatu, it is from directly in front. And he makes no mistake, so Joondalup on the board here this afternoon. Their first points, looking for their first points on the competition ladder.
Yeah, on the ground, yeah.
And it's a great response there from Joondalup, straight down the other end, right after being scored on by this students outfit this afternoon. Just keeping a bit of pressure on that scoreboard, not allowing them to get away.
Sony with the restart through Collier, sends it high. Tricky with that wind. Kinney cleans up. Big, strong, hard running number 12, well wrapped up there by Highland. Back to Nartai. And again, using that breeze. Using it very well too. Mackenzie Walters has to come back. It's going to be picked up though by Oosthausen. Drops the shoulder. So a nice exit there from Oosthausen. Playing number 8 this afternoon, Anderson. Looking for the touch. The wind will hold it up. Manawatu there for brothers now inside his own 22. It doesn't go out, but it's been knocked on by Collier, only just. The Chahu's coming from the far side of the ground.
A little bit of excitement from the Joondalup bench there, from the brothers faithful on the far side, and it was a bit of a nothing kick, but it just shows the strength of that breeze, especially kicking into this camera side. It's going directly into that far left corner on the park. Joondalup, they're having a little bit hard work of it whenever they're looking to kick on this side of the field.
So Ollie Stone, Ford Hemi and Christopher Romano up against Calvin Mitchell, Adam O'Hearn and Stephen Hyland at the two front rows as they line up. Cameron Ross and Charles Burrows in the second row for the brothers, and Reggie Churchwood and Geordie Bungard for University. Rory Walker with the scrum feed for brothers. And Uni drive them back. The ball comes out cleanly, so it's picked up by Walker. He decides to go himself. Walker now spots a bit of a gap. Wrapped up by Usthausen. Not held this call though from the referee. And it may have been Reggie Churchwood getting over that ball. He's getting the pats on the back, the big man.
Oh, that's a huge effort there from the big tight head lock. Well, this afternoon he's playing tight head lock anyway. The big UWA forward managed to work his way back there after the scrum. Sees an opportunity.
Pretty solid platform.
Just the brothers' support play. Just a little bit lazy, a little bit lax there. You cannot give a man of that size an opportunity to get himself set in over that ball.
So O'Hearn. Chance for Uni. Looking for their second try. O'Hearn, well won by the students. They drive on well. Churchwood again gets momentum. Joondalup on the back foot. Collier, loose pass. McGloin. Is the bounce going to be good? He plays on, tries to bounce it. Still off the feet, still off the knees. Has it come off the hands yet? Finally it did. He had plenty of chances. Just couldn't get the bounce and couldn't get the kick. Ryan McGloin, he would have been away if he had had a little bit of luck with that ball, but it just didn't come his way. From the moment it was dropped down, he bent, he got the foot in the way. Each time he bent, it's the ugly bounce of a rugby ball. And eventually it was Calvin Vari that fell on it.
Great little bit of maturity there though, shown by the junior Wallaby. McGloin, just a little bit of patience, just willing that bounce to come for about 40 metres, unfortunately.
So
this last scrum, Mick.
Yeah, Uni were certainly dominant. This time it's their feed through Macaulay. Referee calls it up. I do like the centre pairing of Jaden Kenny and Ryan McGloin for Joondalup. I think it's a really good combination. You've got the size and strength of Kenny and then just that speed of McGloin.
Yeah, it's going to be excellent. It's going to be great to see how they can complement each other as well this afternoon as this UWA defence starts to fatigue a little bit. We've seen the lines already that Kinney can run. He's able to offload to someone with the speed of McLaughlin as well. It looks for a lethal combination.
So referee just getting things right. But this competition proudly supported by Fortescue, the major partner and naming rights partner of Rugby WA. It's game on to combat climate change. Fortescue is showing the world how to eliminate fossil fuels and reach real zero by 2030. So it's great to have them involved with rugby in WA. So James McGlanahan just trying to get this scrum right. Connor McCauley with the feed. Centre field. This time he loses patience. Penalty goes to the students.
And he's got close side tight head for Joondalup. Cameron Ross there. Sorry, Christopher Romano there, just rolling the elbow in underneath, losing his bind. a little bit. It was one of those 50-50 calls, but after 2 resets, you just know that you need to be squeaky clean up front. You know there's going to be a result from the scrum, so both teams not wanting to give an inch there. And just Romano, the brothers prop, just missing that grip and just getting it wrong, a little bit wrong.
So Uni very slow to this line out. Is there a time on line outs?
I don't know. I don't know if there should be.
I think there should.
And just giving a bit of time there for Reggie Churchwood to get his big frame out to the middle of the park. So we see him here, get his hands on the ball.
Run straight into Kenny. University again. Oosthuizen. Wickham's there. Still driving forward. So the students back on the attack again. Churchwood from close quarters. Well wrapped up by Burrows. Highland now for the students using their big men. Collier. Offloading to McKenty Walters. Fullback takes the tackle. Referee playing advantage. Uni still camped on that 22 now. They start to come this short side. Nice hands there from Bungard to hang on to it. Pops it up to Kawana, the try scorer for the students. McCauley lays it back again. Collier. Collier spots the gap. The number 10. He'll go all the way and he'll score the try. So nice vision from Harry Collier. He's been good this afternoon. He's thrown some nice passes and he just saw the gap open up then, and Tess all about that just quick front foot ball from the students, just creating some space, and Harry Collier making the most of it.
Yeah, it was beautiful front foot ball, but beautiful patience there as well. It wasn't all their own way. You see they play out the back here, and this is when that man Collier just shows it. Head goes one way, feet go the other. But just keeping those hips square as he's running up into the big swan dive over the line for UWA's second try of the afternoon, and it was a nice long patient build up. You see him getting the support there from Lofty Freeman. Is he a backs coach?
Fancies himself
as a bit of a backs coach. He was telling us pre-game. I'm sure he'll put his hand up.
Yes, Collier adds the extras. Yeah, Lofty will claim that try. That'll be something that I'm sure he would have conjured.
He did say he has taken a step back from working with the backs this year, but I'm pretty sure he mentioned that he's working more specifically with just the 10s.
So Joondalup with a bit of work to do to get themselves back into this match. University now by 12 points to 3 midway through this first term as the sun comes out, making it very difficult. I think it might have been Calvin Bari there, just the sun, as he was about to try and catch that ball. He's almost dropped the hands up to shield the eyes and let it bounce. So the sun coming right out the most inopportune time for the students to catch that ball from the restart. Joondalup have it now, and it'll be Ford Hemi with the throw. Ollie Stone just having a quick chat to his hooker. So Ross the decoy, they throw Wickham up, now it finally comes in, and it's going to be one there by Romano. You could almost slide a bit of rice paper under the feet from that jump. Nartai now, Barker.
Tackle! Let it come, Green!
Romano getting some mad rise, as they say. Ross now. Churchwood comes across, slams him into the deck. It's like WWE here at Joondalup. McGloin now. So dangerous. Joondalup inside University territory. Ball slow to come out. They go the short side. Varker again getting through a mountain of work, wrapped up by Wickham from Uni. Short side they go again. The brothers, nice ball back inside to Walker. Walker dummying, offloading. Students are going to come away with it. And they get the penalty as well. They play on quickly. No, Walker has to come back.
Oh, great little piece of interchange there on the far side though as well. They were looking like they were just running into a brick wall a bit there, brothers, but just little bit of back and forth. They find a little bit of space down the edge to create something. Ball goes loose, and then offside there by Calvin Mitchell from UWA. But once again, they've responded well to points, Mick.
Yeah, they have. They certainly do. They tend to lift. They're a side that lifts when teams score against them. So they would love, look, they're only 5 metres away now. Great opportunity for them. If they can get this back to 12 points to 10, it is absolutely game on. I think it's important for them to try and get points each time they do get into this red zone. Ball well won by Ross. They bring it down. Hemi takes it, goes towards the line, driving. Must be close to it. Joondalup looking to score their first try of the afternoon. And they get it. Elliot Lauder it was.
Oh, aren't they all pumped for him as well? Lauder, he's just come from playing a bit of reserve grade out there this afternoon. Ambles over to the bench, gets on about 5 minutes in to the match. And just see, they decided they were going to play tight, and he just saw the opportunity there right on the edge of the UWA ruck. Little post defender there, just switching off. And Elliot Lauder.
So it all came from that nice lead up there by Rory Walker, the halfback. Got them in a really good position. They got the penalty. The line out was solid. Fort Hemi broke away early. Thought he was going to go all the way, but in the end, it was Elliot Lauder with the points. And Maddox Manawatu, a tough kick in these conditions. He'll be pushing it into the breeze. He'll need to try and send it out to the right and let nature help him. And that's what he does. It's a tremendous kick in front of the faithful. They're very happy here at Joondalup with that result. 12-10 all of a sudden. Joondalup right back in this match.
So we see again, and it was that man as well, Sueli Vaka, even him just lending his frame, just always jolly on the spot. When his team needs him, he's putting his hand up. And Elliot Lauder finishing it off, but that was, camera doesn't do it justice. The conversion there from Manawatu, sensational.
So Lauder, try scorer now, bit of confidence in the young fella. Walker looking for someone, picks up Ross. Stone at first receiver, goes to Ngatai though. This is Manawatu now. Nicolesa, oh, solid hit there by Kawana. Winger on winger. It's great to see. Romano takes the tackle. Now Ngatai. Ball's been charged down. Chance here for the students against the run of play. Loose ball there from Bronlin. Thrown back, picked up by Vari. He just dribbles that ball towards the touchline, and that's exactly what it does. Dribbles into touch. So a nice kick as we see Calvin Mitchell just down getting some attention in back play. And because the props are so important, the referee will call time off as we just see Vari's nice little kick.
Just great awareness there, isn't it? Knew that the winger pushed up, he was chasing. Fullback was in the line from before. Being able to drop it onto that right boot and just dribble it into that corner, put the pressure back onto this Joondalup brothers outfit, not giving them any easy ways to get out of their line. UW, they're putting pressure on them at the set piece, scrum time and line out as well. I mean, Christopher Romano, I think he's currently the brothers' highest line-out winner for this afternoon. He's got 2. It's not always great with your tight head props.
He's winning your line-outs.
I mean, I'm sure he's happy. So I'm sure they'll look to put some pressure on here as they win it well.
Burrows takes it cleanly for brothers. They break away. Referee though. Not sure what he's got to pick them up for that signal test.
And he's just got them coming in from the side when they're setting up the maul. So from the side of the maul or offside. But those are the ones that UWA coach Greg Holmes, they're the real coach killers. That one, you've got the opposition on the rack. They're in a horrible place on the field. They've got the wind blowing them right into that corner. Tough place to play out of. And just releasing the pressure valve with a great kick there from Ngatai as well.
Yeah, really good exit. Takes play up just shy of the 10-metre line. Still in Joondalup territory, but it's a lot better than where they were just a minute ago. So ball interfered with by Brunland. Joondalup still with it. Slow to come out. Goes to Stone. Stone goes to ground. Then it goes back to Nartai. He's been steering this ship pretty well this afternoon. Ball sits up for the students. Loose pass. The bounce is good though. Chance for them now. They've got some numbers on this short side. Back inside to Anderson. Beats the tackle of Nartai. Anderson still going. Back to that 10-metre line. They come the short side. This is Kawana. McGloin makes the tackle. Bronlund helps his university teammate. Macaulay onto Churchwood. Macaulay again. Back inside to Anderson from Collier. Students flood in. They come the short side. Bungard offloading quickly. Kawana. Can't get around McGloin. Nice tackle. Macaulay again. This time it was Oosthausen. Collier. Joondalup defence up. Nice bullet pass, but it's been intercepted. Joondalup defence up very quickly. Collier was just trying to put some speed on that pass.
He's trying to thread the needle there, but Dylan Bolger got in the way. Unfortunately, I thought he'd made the right read here, Bolger. Just a little knock on as he was trying to regather that ball. We can see this Joondalup outfit. Once they get a few phases in, they're really looking to bring that pressure up from the outside in. It's been exposed once so far by Collier this afternoon when he looked to straighten up, caught that lazy defender on the inside. They need to be working together, this brothers' defensive line.
So again, centre field scrum. Brothers in danger, going a little bit early here. They're certainly keen. What are they talking about in there, Tess? All those front rowers, they're always chatting. What are they talking about?
It feels like there's a little bit of frustration out there right now. I think I could hear Ford Hemi talking about his grandmother's gumbo recipe though out there as well, which sounds like a treat.
This time they get it right. The scrum feed from Macaulay. University, a big drive for them. Referee, now he plays advantage. Macaulay, they come the short side. Macaulay scampers himself. Now he offloads to Collier. Collier to his fullback. Now to Kawana. Kawana for the corner. But he's put his foot into touch.
Great little bit of play there from Mackenzie Walters as well. Just doing enough to attract Arthur Nicolessa on the wing for Joondalup and release Keaton Kawana down the edge. They come back for the scrum. They come back to the penalty from the scrum. Geordie Bungard having a little think about what he wants to do out there.
They're certainly dominant. So what did Joondalup need to try and do to nullify this university scrum?
Oh, for them, it's just about height and they need to keep their feet on the deck. You can see they're trying to throw all these big punches, this Joondalup pack. They're being aggressive, but it just looks like they're throwing them individually. They need to stay tight, stay together, keep those feet down and hard. If you go through individually, you try to attack this 8-man UWA outfit by yourself, you're going to end up coming short.
Chance here for the students. That's better from Joondalup. In fact, that's very good by Joondalup. They're pretty happy too, as they should be. Even Ryan McGloin coming in to give Dylan Bronlund a little bit of advice.
Oh, just keeping the boys up, isn't he, McClellan? But a great response there from this Joondalup outfit. Looking to attack. The referee awarding that, or rewarding it well. They can't find touch, unfortunately.
Kawana. In fact, that's Vari on that far side. So the students again back on the attack. Reggie Churchwood bouncing off Burrows at the 10-metre line, Joondalup territory. Oh, lovely ball. This is Wickham now for the students. Oh, just drifting forward. Couldn't have been much in it.
Oh, but it's that outside-in defence there again from the brothers.
Mackenzie Walters held that ball up nicely. We'll see it again here on the replay. Held it up for as long as he could to Wickham and just drifting forward. Barest of margins. Students looking to play with width. And can Joondalup now back up that last scrum. So, Uni going early. Scrum goes to deck. Referee says play on. Good decision by him. McGloin now. Punching it through. Vari. Takes the tackle on the 10-metre line. They go the short side. So University almost up to halfway. 5 minutes remaining in this first term. Oosthuizen. McCauley to Collier. Collier using that breeze. University showing their intent. They want to get down that end of the park as Nartai has plenty of time. And this time he finds touch. It's a nice exit by Brothers off the boot of Nartai.
Yeah, great kick there by the young 10, Cameron Nartai. I think of Harry Collier there, that one before. I think he was hoping the wind would take it over into that corner just a tad. Just looking as we start to get into the last 5 minutes of this half. Both teams just neither wanting to risk it in their own end.
So Ahern with the throw for Uni. Bronlund wins it well. McCauley. Oosthuizen. But number 8 playing just out wide. Ball comes loose. Penalty.
And that's what this Joondalup team, they did not want with that. Great little starter play there, UWA. Just nothing much really testing this Joondalup outfit, but giving away a penalty off the back of it, inviting UWA down into their end.
Yeah, University would love to score some points in the shadows of half-time. Joondalup desperate for that not to happen.
Yeah, they're the champion minutes, aren't they? That's what they call them. 5 minutes either side of the half. That's what traditionally the Canterbury Crusaders have always focused on. Going in hot, coming out hot. They put points on. UWA be looking to replicate that.
So a loose ball has been picked up by Brothers. So a let off for them. Varka bounces into Collier. Ball may have been turned over. In fact, it has. So the students with the last throw of the dice. This is Anderson now for the students. Oscar it is. Tackle made by Kinney McCauley. Chipping through, looking for Thomas Anderson. But Manawatu, the fullback, the breeze, keeps that ball in play. Collier offloading. Mackenzie Walters now jinking and dancing. Runs into Burrows. Oosthuizen. Tackled by Walker. Decoy runner there from Anderson. Wickham. Driven into the turf. Students. Churchwood now. Great tackle on Churchwood. They bring him to deck quickly. Ball loose. That's going in favour of the Brothers. They've done well to defend in the back end of this half. Geordie Bungard there, having a bit of a chat to Ollie Stone. Working out who's going to be the first to shout at the end of this match.
Great little piece of defensive work there from Joondalup. They're at 6s and 7s a little bit. They hung tight though. They just kept having someone stand up, shutting it down. How well is Reggie Churchwood going out there this afternoon as well? He's been involved in everything. He's that big. Sueli Varka and Dylan Bolger both tackled him at the same time then. They both hit the one leg. It took two of them to take down one of his leg. What about the rest of him?
It's certainly the way to stop him though. You can't take him high. He's just too big, too powerful. As Calvin Mitchell just pops up.
Jack McClenaghan, the referee, he's been great this afternoon managing the scrum. Big challenge here right now, right on the edge of half-time. We'll be wanting to get this ball in and out, get a nice clean scrum, get the ball back into play quickly. We need the boys up front to behave themselves though, Mick. Calvin Mitchell, he's not happy. He's not happy at all, is he?
What front rowers ever are.
You should see us all at the buffet
At the
after
buffet,
the game.
yeah, that's where all smiles. All smiles at the buffet. So Walker. And the referee's had enough.
Elliot Lauder as well, the blindside flanker there for Joondalup. He's just letting Calvin Mitchell know that penalty was on him, giving him a little bit of direct feedback, I think it was.
Farker as well, giving the little chat signal in the air. So half-time in this match between Joondalup and University, and it is the visitors hanging on by 2 points at the moment. Half-time, it is University 12 leading Joondalup 10. All the action of the second half not far away.
Still to come tonight at GIO Stadium in Canberra. It's a terrific local derby for the Aussie teams. It is the Waratahs and the Brumbies. Cam Shepherd, you played in a few of these matches for the Tars. You know what it means. There is so much feeling. It's one of the great modern-day rivalries in Australian rugby.
Absolutely it is, Nick. And what the great thing is as well is the one-on-one matchups are going to be absolutely huge. Some big names return for the Waratahs as well. Jake Gordon will captain the side, comes back in at 9. And also the rested players. So you've got Angus Bell, Taniela Tupou, and also Rob Leota coming back into the side. They are going to be fired up for this big local derby, and I think we're in for an absolute cracker.
What about one of those head-to-head? So Joseph Sualihi, who's actually playing in his first Aussie local derby, head-to-head with Tom Wright.
Huge one. Right? Teammates on the spring tour earlier in the year, so they're going to know each other's game. They're certainly going to be watching. I don't think we've seen the best of Tom Wright in 2025, and I think this weekend could be the game that he shows us exactly what sort of player he can be. But he is coming up against this man. He is just so dangerous in open space. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing the Brumbies sending one or even two defenders really hard at him, try and take away some of his space.
So only been a short amount of time for Joseph in that Waratahs jersey, but gee, it looks good on him and he's playing so well. Joseph Sualihi. In the back row, Langy Gleeson and Rob Valentini, another head-to-head we can't wait for, and they will be going at each other hammer and tong.
From the opening kickoff, these two are going to be into each other. Emotionally, Langy Gleeson is a player that loves to try and get under your skin. If you've watched him throughout the first few rounds of Super Rugby Pacific, he loves the niggle. He wants to try and throw you off your game. And he's coming up against the incumbent John Eales medal in Bob Valentini. So this is a huge opportunity for him.
So the Tars got the points in round 6. What about this time?
Tars could do it again.
There you go. Check it out on Stan Sport.
Puedes pensar en mí. Hoy me siento preparada, puesta para salir. La energía de una loba, una comunidad. Ay, qué bueno, ay, qué bueno, ay, qué bueno, qué bonito. Mira, qué bonito, qué bonito. Ay, qué bueno, ay, qué bueno, ay, qué bueno, qué bonito.
I hear this island's got no laws. The question is, are you going to keep it that way?
I dare any mainlander to set foot on this island.
not playing your games.
This year's story is unwritten.
The scene is set for one of the standout dates in the sporting calendar.
Ready to be carved in the clay.
We're about to have something a bit special.
That is very good. Of legends challenged. By inspired performers desperate to make their mark.
Riding the energy of the Chatrier crowd.
In the most beautiful city in the world.
This is the setting.
On the game's greatest stage.
The Premier Arena for clay court tennis.
Oh, that's masterful.
Roland Garros 2025.
So welcome back to HBF Arena. Half-time it is, as we just see some of the highlights. The students are leading 12 points to 10, Heath Tessman, but it's been a pretty tight match.
It has. It's been a real arm wrestle as well. We see Keaton Kawana getting the first points for the afternoon as well. Before the brothers, they managed to respond. But it's been a real arm wrestle so far this afternoon. Both teams throwing their all at it. Both teams almost holding themselves back though as well, Mick. They're looking to chance their arm. Just a few little skill errors at the end of some of these phase plays, but it's been exciting rugby through this first half. Harry Collier, he's been excellent for the students this afternoon, getting their second try for the afternoon. Just identifying that up and out, outside in, rush D that Joondalup are looking at bringing in. It was when Joondalup, when they got over the line, it was all tight. The new man, Elliot Lauder, bouncing over. So it's all here to play for this afternoon, Mick, in this second half. Both teams searching for their first win.
So Joondalup, this time they're running with the breeze. As you can see, the try scorers there for University, Collier and Kawana, and Collier with 1 from 2, and 4 brothers. Lauder with the try, Manawatu with the conversion and the penalty goal. Tess, it's their home ground. They know this ground. They know the win. These conditions, will they just constantly try to punch that corner?
Oh, yeah, I certainly hope so. Hopefully Cameron Naitai just peppers this right-hand corner or the left corner on the screens.
So Manawatu, Varka winds up. Varka still going. Kawana brings him down. So Joondalup straight away, forward Hemi now. Joondalup starting out of the blocks quickly. Burrows. Walker, Bolger, now Naitai links up with his fullback Manawatu. Kenny now just can't get the arm free. Nice tackle by Anderson. And this is there, but it goes to Walker. Back under Bolger again. Walker comes to the short side. Kenny, nice quick hands to Manawatu. Innes wrapped up by McKenty Walters. Romano. Walker again goes to short side. Innes, nowhere for him to go. They got him flat-footed. And they push him into touch, so probably not the greatest option. Five brothers.
I mean, Walker would probably want that ball again. Good little build-up there from Joondalup. They had some success coming down this edge. Whether or not they just got stuck with a few players hanging out down this sideline. But fortunately for them, ball's come off a UWA player as it's gone into touch. So they retain possession here as they look to convert this early field position in this half.
So Ford Hemi with it. It is well won by Cameron Ross. Uni driving them back though. There's been a couple of changes. We'll try and pick them up as this match goes on. Nartai, Kinney takes the tackle centre field. Brothers trying to crack this University defensive line. Varka. Will Taylor, I think it might be on for the students in jersey number 4. And the penalty coming in favour of the students.
I think it was Geordie Bungard just making a pest of himself as he usually does around that breakdown, getting the turnover there. But just a little bit unstructured, bit stop-start there from this Joondalup outfit. They had the opportunity there to really strike an attacking play. So we see Bungard getting over the top, identifying that ball. Bodies just everywhere there, but one constant is that man with standing there on his feet with his hands on the ball.
Great captain's knock by Geordie Bungard, leading the university side this afternoon.
Reggie Churchwood forgot to tell Adam Ahern his secret here. So he wanders over quickly.
Lots of decoys. Wickham flies high, but it's been stolen by Joondalup. This is Ross. Walker's there for Brothers. Back to Nartai. Straight out to McGloin. McGloin stepping off the right. Still going McGloin. Slicing through. Ryan McGloin. Swung to the ground eventually by Macaulay. Great run. Brothers, chance for them here. Lovely hands. Ford Hemi bounces off Bronland. Still going Hemi. Chance here for Brothers. Ross leaves it behind. It's been picked up.
No!
Now Brothers go open. Burrows. Wickham making the tackle. They pick and go. Kinney the decoy runner. Nartai up to Manawatu. Ball comes loose. Nartai. McGloin. So dangerous with some space. Tackle needed to be made there by Macaulay.
Ball's a playable.
Varka. Great chance here for Brothers. On the front foot, University under pressure. Burrows. Wickham does well, makes the tackle, steals the ball, comes away with it. Churchwood now takes on Manawatu, bounces. Anderson now, the counter attack from the students. Can't get the ball away cleanly. Kinney comes back to pick it up. It's a frantic phase of play. Walker now, chance for Joondalup. Manawatu. Anderson down in back play. Cameron Ross with the run. Churchwood slams him into the ground. Students come away with it again. And that ball will dribble into touch.
It's a helter-skelter phase of play there. Mick Collis.
Just there's bodies all over the ground.
Bodies, there's boots, there's balls everywhere. And there was the next P, the Brothers. They were looking like they were making some great headway with some of that attacking play. But the turnover there from the students.
So I've got a couple of players down. Anderson for University seems to be grabbing his hamstring just here in front of the contrary position. Referee just coming across just to check on Anderson. Hopefully he's okay. It's Thomas, it is.
Both teams out on the park. They're looking to play on. They've missed the whistle over the far side, Mick.
They don't need a ref.
They That could be the new law variation coming in.
Just play on.
Into the future. That's how the game began. Take it back to its roots, Mick.
So unfortunately, Thomas Anderson, grabbing that hamstring. So not a great situation. They've actually gone for the stretcher for him. So it's pretty nasty scenes, and we do wish him well. Great to see Jack Bromley out there as well in the white cap. Just good to see him involved with the club. He's probably, as a lawyer, probably working out if he can sue anyone. They pick him up as the stretcher comes. I think he'd be better off on it. He's certainly doesn't look comfortable.
No, he doesn't. It was almost, it wasn't an instantaneous pop as he was carrying down this short side. You see him here, it's just in the tackle. He realises he's done something as he's going down to ground.
He grabs the back of the leg straight away. And he was, certainly not comfortable when they did get him on his feet to try and get him off. The stretcher is obviously the best option for him.
Let's hope it's just a high hamstring tear or something in the muscle there. Nothing too more ominous than that. Fingers crossed. He's in a fair bit of discomfort down here, right in front of us.
Yeah, again, just on that replay, you can just see him straight away, just grabbing that right leg. Something you never like to see, but it was quite innocuous. Sort of, there was no malice. It was just one of the accidents that do happen occasionally, and we do wish Tom Anderson all the best in his recovery. He's been very good for University this afternoon.
Both teams will be focused now that Thomas Anderson, fortunately, being taken off and getting the care he needs to receive.
Lofty, have you got someone?
So players now need to switch back on. And it will be a line out for...
Time back on, boys.
I think it's a... Joondalup is going to be Stone with the throw for Joondalup.
Down!
Burrows wins it well. Ford Hemi doing some damage out amongst the backs. Romano.
Leave green. Thank you.
Tight in at halfback.
Hold!
Looks like Hunter Cowan unleashing.
While that was happening, there's been one or two changes there for this Joondalup Brothers team. It looks like Suoli Varka has made his way off the field, made way for Keenan Wentholt. The young front rower coming on. And maybe that's why Ford Hemi, he's pulled rank. He's jumped back into the back row. The experienced campaigner.
Looks like he's playing off this line out anyway, sort of second or third receiver as Wickham wins it well for the students.
Right down. Use now.
Macaulay. This is Usthausen. Runs over the top of Nicolesso. He makes the tackle though. Collier. Oh, great break, students here. Chance for them.
Advantage.
Wrapped up. Just over halfway. Intercept. Innes.
Coming back for the high tackle there on Tom Hollis, the replacement. Looks like an absolute live wire, Mick, just stepping inside McClellan there.
Ford Hemi it was, just getting the arm a little bit over the top of the shoulders. Again, no malice in it. As Collier takes play up to just outside the 22.
A big challenge here for this Joondalup brothers outfit. First time UWA have really got down their end in this second half. UWA looked good when they had opportunities in that first half. What can they do?
So brothers have come away with it.
Balls available.
Cameron Ross it was. He's been massive in the lineouts this afternoon. Nartai. So picked up by Vari. This is McKenty Walters now. So nice counter-attack here from the students. Kawana. University back inside Joondalup territory. Who's Townsend? Swung to deck. This is Taylor.
Tackle! I called tackle, there was no release.
You could hear that from the referee. Nice clear instructions to the team explaining why the penalty was awarded. And not releasing the player before trying to get that ball. So Harry Collier will be looking to chew off some metres, and he does just that. So they're about 10 metres away from the Joondalup line. As we said again here on the replay, nice run by Taylor. He's been pretty good since he's come on. Plenty of involvements.
And Cam Ross just couldn't help himself there. The big lock and his mitts on that ball. Got to release though. Clear communication there from referee McClanagan.
So Ahern. Bronland hangs onto it this time.
Fine.
They converge around him. So University, a chance for them. Short ball. Anderson. Bronland. Nice quick ball from the students. They pick and go. 5 metres away. 12-10 the score. University in the lead. Ball slow to come out. The pick and go. And the try comes. Pretty happy with the result too. I'm not sure who's going to come away with it. We'll have to try and pick it up on the replay. They sent a lot of players around on that open side. You could see them waving around.
I think it's Zach Oosthuizen, the number 8, the first 23 or the second 23? Which 23 are we calling him?
23 with the orange boots, the Mitch Hardy boots.
Nice and Larry, and that little bit of extra power from those bright boots got him there over the line. They have looked excellent whenever they have been down in this red zone this afternoon. UWA, the students, they've looked ominous.
And the conversion is good by Collier. So the students now out to a 19 points to 10 lead in this match here at HBF Arena. As we said, just again here on the replay, you can see those orange boots. And a nice little fist bump too from a couple of the fellas. Adam Ahern very happy with it, as was Connor McCauley, and they should be too. University out now by 9 points. Hunter Cowan to get play underway. Puts plenty on it. Taylor takes it cleanly. And he might be in a bit of trouble too, Taylor. Very slow to get up. Seems okay. Bungard. Take the tackle. McCauley
Use it!
goes to the sky. It'll hold up in the breeze. No one wants it. It's like a game of volleyball. Highland says, I'll take it.
Gone to ground, lost forward.
Oh, there's a bit of energy there from some of the Joondalup boys We touched on it this afternoon. Both of these teams searching for their first win. The brothers here at home, in front of their home fans, it means a lot to them. Their second grade outfit, they got their first win of the afternoon. We saw how much it meant. The ball boys, they were running up and down the sideline. They were pumped with the late victory from the second grade. Mean a lot to this first grade outfit as well. They'll be able to knock off 1s and 2s this afternoon, get them both off the duck.
Big night in the club. Magnificent venue here at HBF Arena, about 20 kilometres north of Perth. Pools and AFL grounds, rugby grounds.
Go hold. Come on. I'll come this side now. Wait, I need you to hold that initial
Home
hit.
ground of the Perth Lynx basketball side as well. So it's a fantastic complex.
Thank you.
The two grounds, the two rugby grounds. There's one behind the commentary position, and the one obviously the teams are both playing on in front of the clubhouse here. A few ominous clouds starting to form, but nothing on the bomb radar, so it will stay dry.
Boy! Ready! Sit!
So Nartai, half back, and the penalty comes in favour of Joondalup. Now being dragged down.
Oh, and the momentum has swung back round to this brothers outfit. You can just feel the little change. The energy's been picked up. A few of the guys on the bench, they've come on, they've added.
And we spoke earlier, they've got, whenever a team scores against them, they've got this great ability to bounce back, and here they are, applying all sorts of pressure now in university.
Yeah, and Coach Adam Munro, I'm sure that's something he wants to get out of their game. He doesn't want them to be reactive.
Yes, you'd like them to be proactive, but they do respond well. 22 away, line out.
Let's go wide.
For them. Stone with the throw. Burrows taps it back, so chance for brothers. Nartai in at half back. This is Romano. Nartai again directing traffic, looking for some runners. Picks up Burrows.
No green! No.
Referee awards the penalty. Nartai threatens to go, but he comes back.
UWA students, they're really winning the battle of the breakdown here, but they just need to be a little bit smarter with some of their decision making. There's the penalty in front. Fort Hemi points to the sticks. While the tee gets run out, we'll do a quick around the grounds with some of the other scores from half time in this Fortescue Premier Grade competition. Currently, Kalamunda are leading Perth Bayswater 31 points to 0 up there in the bullpen. Palmyra trailing 5 points to 7 with Cottesloe leading them at half time. Wanneroo losing to Nedlands 13 points to 19 up there at Kingsway. It's another close one. And Associates leading Southern Lions 21 points to 14. So plenty of tight matches here in the Fortescue Premier Grade competition this afternoon.
As Manawatu scores the points for Joondalup brothers, 19-13, gets them back to within a converted try. So probably a good decision by Fort Hemi to point to the posts. They needed those three at some stage, so they might as well take them when they're on offer.
When you're ready, mate.
Yeah, the big challenge for them now is to respond, to get down, back down that end of their own accord. I can't wait for this UWA team to put points on them again.
Collier. Being taken by Cowan.
Hold three.
Takes play just around the 10-metre line. Didn't get a whole lot on that kick. Wynn getting hold of it pretty quickly, had plenty of height on it. So it will be in a university line out. And they certainly do take their time. It's something the referees might need to start taking a look at. I know there's lots of moving parts in them, Heath Testman, but
I tell you what, a few of the parts that aren't moving right now are some of those UWA forwards. Though, Mick. Come on, let's go.
Across. Come across. Come across. Thanks.
So Samuel Commons on. In fact, it's who we got on. We've got a few changes. So Joondalup come away through Romano. Romano lays it back. Uni straight over it though. Maybe turned over. No, they continue to come. Ford Hemi shows and goes. Bounces Collier out of the way. Nartai. Cameron Ross been solid for the brothers this afternoon. Cowan, he's been good. This is Mostert. And ball coming loose. So Fusiliera's started to creep into both sides here this afternoon. Joondalup certainly been given some chances, but not able to capitalise on them.
And some promising attacking play there from this Joondalup outfit as well. Hunter Cowan, he's looked good since he came onto the park here in the second half. Cameron Nartai, he's been excellent this whole game. Moving into halfback as well from 5'8". The more he can get his hands on the ball, I think the better it is for this brothers outfit.
So Macaulay with the scrum feed.
They reset this scrum as well. We just need to make sure we notch up Christopher Romano with his third line-out win for the afternoon. Mick Collis, the tight head prop.
He's keeping the statisticians busy.
See the two front rows getting ready. Adam Ahern winning the battle of height there for the two front rows there. Need to be low and strong to the ground.
Not overly stable. If it comes out clean. Referee awarding the penalty. So all a bit of a mess in there, Heath Testman at the moment.
I think you summed it up correctly there with not overly stable, Mick. Both of those teams just bringing their height up on that hit. No one quite really dominant, no one quite really having the stability that they needed to go forward.
So a couple of changes. Hayden Alsop on in place of Zach Lusthuizen, who's had a good game this afternoon. And it also looks like Mackenzie Walters given a spell, and in his place, we'll have to try and find that out. This is Taylor. I've liked him since he's come on. They go the short side. Bronland onto one of the replacements. Sneaks through and try and pick up who are in some of these jerseys. Taylor. Show and go. Dummy on the second rower. Neck roll almost there on Cameron Ross. Penalty in favour of the students.
He certainly has made an impact. Will Taylor so far this afternoon, and it's all about the reinforcements coming in late mix. The Savo, UWA, their Colts team are actually playing down the road at West Scarborough. So a lot of these boys have jumped in the car. They've sped 15-20 minutes north, kept the body warm. I guess you can when you're 19 years old.
Exactly. Just turn the heater on in the car and you can find when you get out.
You got to give the chance for the number 9 to play the ball. You never gave him that chance.
But good on them. They've jumped in. They've got up here. And they're adding to this first grade team as well with a bit of enthusiasm, a bit of energy.
So Ahern, real chance here for the students. Up 19-10. Try here will make it difficult. Bronlin didn't need to jump for it. They march towards the try line. University, the arms are up, and so is the arm of the referee.
Aren't they excited as well? You can tell that's one of the piggies the forwards have been looking forward to. Getting the opportunity to pull the trigger. It was the no-look jump. They did it beautifully and they went quick, and that speed just caught the Joondalup brothers team napping as they managed to make their way down, scoring the points over, taking the score through 24 points to 13 with the kick to come. And it's been accredited to that man, Will Taylor. the young second rower.
All good, James?
He's been all energy, an absolute ball of energy ever since he arrived, ever since he got onto the park this afternoon.
Okay.
Has he just given his team the opportunity to get their first victory of the year? It's a tough conversion here. Harry Collier.
Especially with the lip that they've been giving in the faithful. Oh, just falls short.
Just falls short and does it. Mick, just leave that window open. 12 points now. The leaders, we see the try again. It looked like they were a bit at 6s and 7s, but it was a set play, make no doubt. I think it was a Lofty Freeman special as well. He's been working with Dylan Brodland as well.
So Cowan gets things underway. Taylor again. Students need to exit.
Yeah, you're inside.
Allsop takes the tackle. And Macaulay sends it into touch. So just some of those replacements for UWA. Aidan Shortall, it is in jersey 22. And Sebastian Flynn in jersey 13.
Finally, we've got a 13 on the park,
Yes.
Mick.
It took us a while. Took us about 60 minutes. So brothers need to get themselves back in this match. Little question I've got for you. Can you balk? No, you can't. So the short arm comes.
Fortunately, that's why we're over here talking, Mick. And Jack McLanagan, he's got the whistle out in the middle.
I've never actually seen that before, so I didn't know if you could or couldn't do it, but Ollie Stone learns you can't.
Just a little communication error there.
Midfield bomb. Manawatu can't get to it. Neither can Wickham, so ball falls for the students. Here they go. Churchwood pins the ears back, drives the legs. Macaulay, Bungard now. Wickham, he's been so good. Can't beat the tackle of Hemi. Macaulay. This is Collier. Macaulay again. Bronland. Can't get around Nartai. Shortall. Thrown to ground, releases, plays on again. Macaulay. University through Allsop. Drive him back as well. Kawana. Churchwood shows but decides to go. JP Mostert brings him to ground. Taylor runs into Stone. Mostert is the one that finally brings him to ground. Decoy runner, Bungard it is. Henderson was looking for it.
Strip's fine. Hold!
So in fact it's Keenan Wentholt who is out there in jersey 17. Apologies to Mr. and Mrs. Wentholt. Their son's having a storming game.
They got a little bit lost there, didn't they, UWA? A few of these changes coming on now. Momentum they had. Just lost a little bit. What can they do off the back of this lineup? They need to look to reproduce it again. Plenty of changes through this back line.
Yeah, I think it's been something both sides have been a bit guilty of. Just that little bit, so much unstructured, but just not a lot of planning with what they're doing. They're just trying to make it up as they go along.
5 out!
Oh, if you ask Eddie Jones, that's the way it's meant to be played, isn't it, Mick? Just let him go out there and play. Mate.
Kawana. Here we go. The snipe from Macaulay. Throws it back inside. Tackle on Kawana again. Always looking for work. Hollis. Short ball. Aidan Shortall puts him through the gap. And a terrific ball. Collier, I think it was. Pick it up again. No, in fact, it was Hollis. Lovely short ball from Tom Hollis onto Aidan Shortall, the replacement. And Collier there to offer his congratulations, and that might almost seal it for the students. It's going to be very difficult now for Brothers to get back into this match, trailing now by 29 points to 13. The kick still to come from Collier directly in front of the post, but what a lovely short ball there from Tom Hollis to put the replacement.
Absolutely, and it was a few of the faces earlier as well. There was some great involvements there from Keaton Kawana, Connor McCauley as well, both of them just being really busy live-wise around that ruck. As Harry Collier adds that extra 2 points. And they just managed to catch this Joondalup team a little bit unorganised on the defensive side of the ball. And Aidan Shortall identifying they were caught flat, they were caught lateral on the line, just taking it straight and strong.
Cowan plays on quickly and finds touch. So University camped in the corner. Again, taking a long time to get to these lineouts. I want to see a shot clock, Tess, on lineouts.
Tell you what,
Green, stop stepping off the
I know
mark,
there's always been discussions around the amount of time we waste, or the amount of time wasted with repacking and resetting scrums. I reckon this afternoon the lineout's probably used up a little bit more time.
Wickham wins it well. Ahern has it at the back.
He's come through the middle.
So the counter ruck is good for the Brothers. Need to score. Solid hit there on Cameron Ross. Nartai, Ford Hemi offloading Cowan. Long ball out to McGloin. Almost intercepted. Aidan Shortall it was. Saw it coming. Just a bit of a laugh between Shortall and McGloin. Screwed again on the replay here. Almost. There was no one home. He could have got his mitt on it.
He went straight through the middle. He's fine.
Good to see the referees not sin-binning him.
Absolutely. I think that's what Ryan McClellan was calling for there. Just trying to put a little bit of pressure on, plant the seed of doubt.
Let's go.
But there was absolutely no doubt Shortall was going for that ball.
So Nartai with the feed for Joondalup. Inside the final 10 minutes of this match, 31-13 is the score. Play on quickly, Ford Hemi, Cowan, McGloin. Oh, met heavily midfield. Solid shot on the centre. This is Van Holt. Looked like Collier almost got his hands on that ball. Nartai again looking for a runner, finds Cowan. McGloin, nice little chip through. It's going to beat everyone into touch.
No roll by two. No roll.
I like
the jackler was fine.
I do like Hunter Cowan. He's got a beautiful pass both sides of the body.
He's moving well as well. His first steps forward towards the line too, which is very important for all the young fly halves out there watching. He's not going directly across the park. He takes his first step forward, which means the man opposite him has to defend him. He looks to bounce out after that. They just need to be aware, even though they're chasing the game here, they can't just look to go constantly wide. Still need to be using those big bodies like their Ford Hemis to take this UWA team on.
Let's open the gap up a bit. Thank you.
There's another replacement made here as well. Damati Young coming onto the park for Grant Innes. The winger, he's had a good afternoon.
So Joondalup coming away with the line out win through Bolger. Nartai, Kenny for the line. They're 5 away. Defence is good by the students. Taylor comes away with it. There's been a little knock on in there somewhere.
Yeah, it was exactly what you're just touching on there, Kinney. Just a bit of loose in his carries. He hit the deck. Just held up, and I think as he gets to the ground there, it's been ripped out. Lost control of it.
Let's go, boys. Mark step.
Taylor was going to go coast to coast. Had it tucked up under the wing.
So a big challenge here for this UWA pack.
Step. Boys.
They've lost a little bit of momentum at scrum time. 5 metres out from the try line. They need a result here. They need something. They need to stand up tall.
So the students, Kawana looking for number 2. Kawana sends it back infield. Young across, takes it cleanly. Decides to chance his arm as well. Fast feet. They wrap him up just outside his 22. Bolger.
Green off.
Nartai, the box kick. Collier just can't control it. It rolls into touch, so Brothers will come up with the line out.
Oh, and is that the opportunity they need now, Mick? Just a little error, just giving them some back-to-back ball.
And of course, don't forget the British and Irish Lions on tour in Australia in 2025. Only a couple of months away from that. Make sure you do grab your tickets. The Western Force kicking off the tour against the British and Irish Lions. Then they start travelling around the country and then finishing with those test matches. So make sure you do secure your tickets for that British and Irish Lions tour. And also the Wallaroos as well. Plenty of matches for them up against the Black Ferns. Make sure you do secure your ticket. So plenty of chances to support Australia in rugby this year with the Lions and also the Black Ferns up against the Wallaroos.
Yeah, the Wallaroos having a good win this morning against the Fijiana up in Fiji, 43-7. Great to see them get their first game of the year or of this series. Off to a great start.
Hold it.
And great to see the women giving a chance to play some more rugby as Joondalup Brothers again with the counter-attack. McGloin, lovely ball to Young. Turns it back inside to McGloin. They try to keep it alive, so it's back with University now. Kenny may have gone a little bit high on Collier. Referee's arm out, he's playing advantage. Bungard, Hollis. It's been dangerous since he's come on. Here he goes, almost through the gap. Nartai swings him to the ground. This is Shortle. Shortle again dancing through. Tackled by Hemi. And unfortunately, to afford Hemi, just couldn't get off the ground in time. And Connor McCauley running into him, so the penalty's got to come. There's a little bit of a scrap going on in the latter stages of this match.
A little bit of frustration
Hey, boys.
bubbling over here.
It's all been played in a pretty good spirit. A little bit going on there with Geordie Bungard.
It's very unlikely UWA captain to be involved in it with Jack Bromley as well.
Wouldn't have happened with Bromley.
Never would have happened with Bromley.
One of the great statesmen, not only of university rugby, but also of probably rugby in WA. Bungard it was that came in. He was the third man in.
Either way, they're going to come back for the high shot. A little bit earlier from Kinney.
2 left. Hey, Terry. 2 left. 2 left.
2 minutes to go in this match. So University all but done. Done enough here this afternoon.
Yeah,
to
they'll
get their
reach
first win.
First victory, so important for them to get their season on track. Hasn't been the greatest of starts for either of these sides, but it will be University coming away with the first victory. Stone cleans up another messy line out by the students.
Leave it.
Still plenty of fire. These replacements, the ones that are causing the trouble. Louder for Wanneroo. Cowan offloading Bolger. Nartai again. Little chip over the top, looking for Cowan. It's going to be picked up by Shortle.
Keep coming, Green.
Shortle hooks that ball into touch. So Darcy Wilson, it looks like he is now on for University, as is William Fisher.
Great to see Darcy Wilson out there having a trot for UWA this afternoon.
Thank you.
Great club man down there for UWA for the students.
So Stone, probably not straight, but we'll play on. Kinney, I don't think University actually contested it. Nartai, again Cowan. Oh, met heavily midfield by Anderson.
No, Green.
Great tackle. Oscar it was. Unfortunately, Thomas leaving the field early with a very nasty hamstring injury. Nartai plays on quickly. Can't get around Stephen Highland though. The front row are wrapping up the number 10. Bit of a scrap in the background. Wilson, I think it is. Darcy Wilson. So the two, Wilson and Tane Yates. But play goes on. Brondland. Referee will come back though.
We might have to have a chat with them after the game, Mick. It might have been something that happened in reserve grade. These two boys backing up for their first grade teams. Might have been something that happened into the match.
They're both just tired.
It wasn't anything resolved.
That's enough out of you.
So you're seeing Nartai there just having a little bit of a scamper. And in the back play it was where the scrap was going on.
He's been great for them this afternoon. Cameron Nartai has been one of the brothers' best. Obviously Ford Hemi, Sueli Varka as well. They were huge. Nartai though, he was the one that was waving the wand for a lot of that first half in there at the 10 slot, moving into the halfback position too. Still having such a positive influence on this game.
So time almost up here at HBF Arena. Joondalup with one last throw of the dice. Ball comes down.
No, it's come backwards.
Holt tries to find his way through. This is Ross. Deserves a try. A big second rower. He's worked hard this afternoon. Nartai. Cowan. This is McGloin. Been so dangerous. Just can't beat the tackle of Collier though. Collier may have injured himself. That's the last thing University need is another injury.
Who's your new captain? I know it's
Referee
coming
coming
at the end
in
of the
chat.
game. Yeah, the penalty count's starting to rise down this end of the field. Have a chat with the boys. Need discipline, please. Thank you. Yeah, offside, off your feet, things like that. That's 3 times. Thank you.
So good again. Clear rulings by the referee.
Yeah, keep it off, boys.
So time off. Collier just getting some attention. Nartai plays on. Just to get the line out ready. He knows that University have taken so long. He's giving them a little bit of a head start to work out what they want to do.
Yeah, I really hope Harry Collier can get up off the deck here. He's making his way up, just testing out the back of the knee or a low hamstring. Needs to make his way off the park. This game's done. He's got bigger fish to fry this season. He's going to be so important for this UWA team. You need him healthy.
Let's go, boys. Time on.
So 31-13 is the score. Time almost up on the clock. Joondalup brothers playing for a bit of pride. Ball goes loose. It's been picked up by one of the scrappers. Yates it was.
Chris Romano's filthy. His line-out count would have ended up at about 6.
Stone goes in. The penalty though awarded in favour of the students. Ball turned over
Dylan Bronlin, he's just looking to end the game quickly.
Referee still explaining. Darcy Wilson giving his opinion.
Doesn't want to risk anything else here, Bronlin. Get the ball out, the game's over. Let's go get back to the sheds. Celebrate our first victory of the season.
Tom Hollis. And that will wrap it up here at HBF Park. It descended into a little bit of a scrap fest towards the end, Heath Tessman. The first half was very tight, only 2 points at the break, but in the end, University too strong.
Absolutely, and it was just a little bit of class and maybe the game just clicking for UWA this afternoon. They've got plenty of potential out there in that pack, which they managed to show today. Reggie Churchwood, he was enormous for them, as he will be if they're going to go anywhere deep into the back end of this season. I really liked Harry Collier as well, just the way he guided his team around the park, played to their strengths. You see a few of the highlights from the afternoon. This one's from Zach Oosthuizen. He's trying, nothing flashy about it. You can see how much it meant to them coming out, being first to score in the second half. It's such an arm wrestle, Mick.
Yeah, it was. Then Joondalup, they scrapped hard all day. Penalty, the boots was the points off the boot, with their only points in that second half. And here, University from a line-out probably didn't actually go to plan, but the result is exactly what they wanted.
It was a set-piece play there, Mick.
One of Lofty Freeman's specials.
No jump. Oh, it's got Freeman's fingerprints all over it.
As does this next one. It was a wonderful ploy. The short ball from Tom Hollis onto the replacement, Aidan Shortall, and running around, dotting that underneath the posts. And that was pretty much the sealer for the students. And the final score here, 31 points to 13, as they did share it around. So 5 tries for the students: Taylor, Oosthuizen, Collier, Kawana and Shortall. Collier with 3 from 5 off the tee. And for Joondalup brothers, the single try there to Lauda, and a conversion to Manawatu, and 2 penalties for the fullback as well. So that just about wraps things up here at HBF Arena, with the University side getting their first win of the season, defeating Joondalup brothers 31 points to 13. My name is Mick Collis on behalf of Heath Tessman and all the crew. Thanks for your company, and we look forward to you joining us next week when we make our way to Cottesloe for the Battle of Broome Street, with the home side taking on Associates. The Fortescue Premier Grade competition, and you'll find it right here, live on Stan Sport.